Hello everybody and welcome back to All the Mods 3. How are you doing today? I hope you are doing well. I am. Last episode we kind of got started. We got a plastic setup. We'll explain this in a minute. Got 860, basically 860 divided by 9. So we've got about 90 pieces of plastic right now. So we're good there. Our problem that we have, and problems that I have figured out that we have, is we have a lack of power, a severe lack of power. We found out, actually David found out that we have, there's some recipes in here that have changed. I don't know if I talked about this in the last episode or not. The garden cloche takes these here growth essences, which not necessarily that hard to get into other than this royal jelly. And the royal jelly, we have to get into some of the bee breeding. So that's kind of what I have been working on. And this is all stuff that I'll go over, we'll do later, because we've got a lot more bee breeding to do. But this stuff takes a ton of power in order to get what we want the easy way without standing, because trust me, I stood in front of an apiary and some bee houses for hours trying to do it. But that's not what we're going to do today. We are going to have to, get, that's not what I wanted this. We're going to have to get some more resources. I have used almost all of my resources between this and replacing stuff while dying. As you can see, we've got a death right there. I drowned it was a little farther down than I thought it was, but there's a hive there while I was trying to bead breeze. And then also, for some reason, David's mining dimension portal does not like me. So that's one of the things we're going to try to do today. We're going to get mining portal set up so we can get into the mining dimension to get resources, and we're going to get there because we want to set up, I need to get rid of some of my XP here, because I want to get a quarry set up. Probably not going to get the quarry set up today because we've got power issues. So I'm running off of 2 magmatic dynamos. I've been going out to the little comet out there picking up lava. I've yet to go to the nether, but our lava's running low, and it's just standing there and doing stuff like that. We need a sustainable source of power. So I have 2 ideas of what we're going to do. We're going to work on getting into mechanism, at least partially into it. We can make these here wind turbines. Not hard to make, and the higher we put these up in the air, the more power they'll generate, to where we can make a handful of these and generate quite a bit of power. That's option number 1 that we're going to do. The other part we're going to do, I've already partially got it started, is we're going to run off some canola power. We're going to set up the oil generators and all that stuff. I want to get several things going, if nothing else, as a way to even when I'm not on, we're generating quite a bit of power, or not quite a bit of power, but at least enough power to keep us going, to keep a quarry going, stuff like that. So that is the plan for today. I don't know if we'll get it all done, and the biggest reason why is because we've got resource issues. So that is one of the things that I have to work on, is getting resources taken care of. So it's going to be a episode of doing stuff, getting resources and stuff like that, but we are going to, why do those just keep popping into my inventory? Anyhow, alright, so first things first, we're going to the mining dimension. This shouldn't be that hard for us to make. No, actually it's not. So we need a bit of stone, and I don't think I have any done up, and I just killed all of our furnaces. Because we're going to set the portal up right here. I want it as close to the surface as we can. I hate these portals spawning underground. I do. So let's put that in there. Let's get the sand going. And we'll work on everything else. Man, I always hit the wrong button. Alright, so we need a few things here. Alright. We need some sticks. We need a stone pickaxe. We need flint and steel. And we need stone. Alright, so there is our mining tool. Now we need 14 of these blocks. I think that's how many it is. So now it's just a matter of waiting for this to get done. Alright, we're back. We should have enough to do this. We do. Alright, so, oh, by the way, we are now on the newest update on this pack. And we have a new mod added. We now have Thaumcraft, which I love. It is the beta version. There's a lot of stuff in here that doesn't work yet, but there's enough for us to be able to get started. So as soon as we can get some supplies together, that is what we are going to work on doing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I remember we need an axe. I remember the first time I messed with Thaumcraft. I couldn't stand it. Don't remember what it was that I was playing it in. It may have been just FTB Infinity, and I hated it. Messed with it a little bit and was like, nope, we're not going to do it. And then really got into it through another playthrough, and absolutely loved it. Played all the way through it. I am ready. Alright, so now let's see where it is we spawn in here. Matter of fact, before we go, we're going to get rid of everything. Make sure we're going to go through here and not die. We will take a pickaxe. Pickaxe is easy enough for us to break. I'm telling you, these portals do not like me. But I can tell you this, we have spawned in a chunk, at least in here, that has not been explored yet. Because we have earth crystals. That is cool. And we do have amber bearing stone. This is going to wind up turning into something other than... That's bauxite. Actually, I need that. It's going to wind up turning into a completely different episode than what I planned on, because I done found Thaumcraft stuff. What Y level are we at? We're pretty close to the surface. And you can see my 2 death markers that I have in here. What do we got over here? So this dimension is, as far as I know, completely peaceful. There's nothing here except for slimes that spawn from the slime island. It's not anything that we changed. It is the configuration that was that comes with the pack. So let's get to the surface. Alright, we are back here on the surface. We've got us a little, what is this? Is it just, I've not ever seen this one. Anything good from it, or is it just marble? Looks like it's just marble. That's alright, we'll take it. Alright, so but anyways, we'll just leave it. There are no villages here. We're going to run over here right quick. Wait. Before we get too far. Oh, I done lost my hole. Aha. As far as I know, there's no villages. I have yet to go very far out. Oh, but we do have the Thaumcraft Trees. We're going to have to go check that out. And I'm probably going to die because I do not have any food on me. Some more iridium. And let's see if we can't find us a good chest here. I guess I've already got all the constellations. If spiders spawn, we're running. Nope, they spawned. And he is still following me. But we know that's there. We can come back and have a look at it. So, I'm going to go get my stuff. And then I will be back. Alright, we are back. I have not got all my stuff yet. But as you can see on the screen there, we've got another thing. It says your fingers tingle strangely as you handle the crystal. What does that mean? Maybe some rest will inspire you. It says you awaken from a strange dream. You quickly write it down before your memory fades. And we got this little book. It says I had the strangest dream last night. In a dream I took 3 of those strange crystals I've been finding and ground them with a handful of redstone in a bowl using a piece of flint. The crystals had to be different types, but if I did it properly, there was a strange glowing dust. It says in the dream I took the dust and sprinkled it on a bookcase, but the dream ended before I saw what happened. I wonder, should I do what the dream showed? I have the impression that the dust was going to reveal something wondrous but dangerous. From the sound of it, I do believe that's how we get our Thaumonomicon. So that is what we are going to do right quick. I believe it's wanting us to make Salus Mundus. Oh, we need 3 different types of V crystal. Oh, yeah, differing types. With flint and a bowl. Well, I tell you what. This is now officially turned into a Thaumcraft episode. Because now I'm curious. So, we're going to get our shovel. We're going to make us a handful of torches. And then we're going to go back in and see what we can't find. So I will be back. Alright, we're back. I made it over here. I got this tree cleared out. What is the ender sac? Well, that sounds weird. It looks like it's a nice little thing to store stuff in. Beautiful. We did get the spider spawner. Broke it. It's alright. I don't like spider spawners as it is. Don't really have a use for them. But I'm kind of wandering around here looking for some open caves. So, I'm going to see what I can find. I'll be back. And we're back. We've got some order shards here. These are actually pretty easy to find. Oh, and we got entropy. Especially inside of dark caves, because it actually lit that up rather nicely. And as I've been wandering around here, I've been gathering what I need as far as ore-wise. So we need aluminum. So I want to get our smeltery upgraded. And of course we're out of copper, and I see more. And that looks to be the end of the road. Alright, we've got what we need, at least, to do what we need to do. So I'm going to grab a few of these ores out of here, and then I will meet you guys back home. Alright, we are back home. I've got a bowl. Now, I don't know if it's meaning this kind of bowl. We're going to see if we can't figure this out. I've yet to look at any of this stuff. And that's all it takes. Beautiful. So we've got us some Salus Mundus. That's a lot easier to make than what it used to be. Now our next goal is going to be, we need 3 books. And we've got several different ways we can do this. We need paper. Sawdust is not an option. Rice is. And there are books. Now we need some string and some blank patterns, which we can do both because I have a bunch of string thanks to David. I was using them to make frames. So I need to go get some wood. I don't have any wood. Oh, by the way, while we're getting wood, as you can see, we've got some Slogoth ooze going on here. Those things spawn everywhere. It doesn't have to be an abyssal craft biome or near a layer or anything like that. They just spawn, and they're spawning everywhere. We need to go ahead and get some of that. And I don't need grape seeds. And I don't need rhubarb seeds. And we are getting the wood. We got the wood, so that's what we need. I don't know when this thing spawned. I come on the other day and it was there. So at some point or the other, one spawned and wandered around here. Alright, so did that open back up? No. Alright. We need 2 sets of these. We got to get some stuff out of our inventory. Alright. Had a little issue there. So we need books, we got enough for 2. We've got the paper. We're just short 1 more book. There's that. There's our string. There's our paper. There's our book. There is our old bookshelf, and let's do that. And we've got our Thaumcraft. So now I have no idea how any of this stuff works. Like I said, I know it's changed. But I do know there are stuff that we need to do. We've got these observations and theories that we have to do, which we've got to scan items. Looks like we need to make a few things. So before we get too far in this, let's go back to this. We need a Arcane Workbench. Let's see if we can figure that out. Arcane Workbench does not show us how to do it. Oh, normal crafting table. So I guess we should read this. So I need to channel. See, the normal crafting table won't do. However, since the magical energies I need to channel while crafting it are quite delicate, we need to make another Salus Mundus on a mundane crafting table. We can do that. So that. Wait. Empty out our inventory here. Alright, so we need 1, 2, and 3. I found these, and I think I found another one of these Ordos before I left the mining dimension earlier. So there's that, and our flint. Now, why is that not working this time? Oh. We need redstone. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and get that. Alright, I'm hoping that once we make this, we can break this thing and pick it up, because we're not just going to leave it sitting here in the middle. And we've now got our Arcane Workbench. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So that is done. Alright, so it says progress. I've now made Arcane Workbench at my disposal. It works much like a mundane crafting table, but a few key differences. It says many arcane recipes will require the use of those crystals I've been finding, and they act as a focus of magical energy. Supposedly this energy is all around me, but we need to we need to craft a thermometer. And it says it costs V. And I don't know if we've got the V to do this or not, but we're going to find out. One of these chests has glass pane. So there's that. And there's that. Alright. Oh. And we are missing aqua. I need to find aqua. That seems to be maybe what is holding us back. Now, there is really no way of looking for these that I have yet to see. Oh, we do have the pickaxe of the core and stuff like that in here. Oh, it's great. Alright, so I need to go around and see if I can find some aqua crystals. And then I will be back. Well, it took a while, but I finally found them. Tell you how I've been doing this. All I've been doing is wandering around the mining dimension. Y'all can't see. Let me get back up top. Hey, we're back close enough now. Basically, I've been wandering around the mining dimension, finding any spot that is showing on the map as kind of like, you know, the hole in the ground. And then I just run in there and look around. Usually you can find them pretty close to the surface. We're about 200 blocks from home, so we're not really that far away. So let's head back home and let's see if we can't get our thermometer made. Alright, we're back home. Let's see if this works. And it does. It says we got 172 V available. So we can scan stuff just like we used to. It's a little bit different than how it used to be. And I'm not exactly sure how any of it works. So, let's get rid of that for a minute. I took our Thaumonomicon out just to make sure we didn't lose it. And let's go up in here and have a look-see. So that is complete. Alright, so it says, such strange wonders are being revealed to me. Peering through the lens of the thermometer shows me a world coursing with magic. V, as the books called it. Normally this energy is a pure ocean of magic, but that ebbs and flows, but it also permeates all things, both animate and inanimate. The book calls V in this state essentia, where V is formless and pure. Essentia is more rigid and it's natural and falls into a multitude of clearly defined types, each mixing together with others to form greater and more complex types of essentia. I'm not quite sure if the matter it is bound to gives essentia its nature, or that the very nature of matter depends on the essentia it contains. This bears further study. It says, I am keeping a log of all types of essentia I discover. A bookmark on the left will show my current knowledge. For now, I need to focus my energy elsewhere. Studying essentia might be a good place to start. So that's done. That's done. This shows us what we have found and what we have learned. And this shows us our observation, I guess. I'm not sure what that means. But it does look like we've got, okay, observations or notes and discoveries you have made in the real world by scanning objects. Theories are, we have to do research for that. Which is where this gets into, where we need to do a research table and scribing tools. Research tables, not really that hard for us to do. Let's go ahead and work on that right quick. And once again, I may have enough wood. So that didn't put there. There is our wood table. My guess is we're going to have to smack this with some Salus Mundus in order for, or no, scribing tools in order to get this to work. And this is the one that I hate to place down anywhere because we'll wind up, we'll just put it there. Alright, so we need scribing tools. Black dye, feather, and glass bottle. And I think I've got a glass bottle in here somewhere. I do. Feather I probably don't have. No, I gotta go get a feather. Alright, we're back. I had a feather down in my spawn chest there. I hadn't showed you all this area yet. This is the spawn area. If you join the server, this is kind of where you spawn in at. Matter of fact, spawn is right there where that death marker is, pretty much. We are basically right over there. Jan still is, as far as I know, still staying here. Not sure. And then I don't have my settings turned up enough for some. Oh no, it's over here. Scarlet's over there. I don't know where anybody else is at yet. So we are going to head back over to the house and see what we can't get into. And there are no boats. Alright, so we need black dye. We need that, and we need that, and we've got our scribing tools. And if it's like used to be, you just right click on this, and there we go. And that is how we do theories. And we got an actually additions book, which we don't need. Hey, I wonder. Oh, that's not the book. Aha, Akashic Tomb. Nope, it's not in there. I thought maybe it'd be in there. Alright, so Thaumanomicon, we've got that complete. Next thing we need to do is to see about doing the little mini game. Sports says should start some research now that we can formulate theories. This is how we unlock other stuff in this mod. We need plenty of paper and ink, which we've got. At the top we'll see how much inspiration is represented by the light bulbs is available for the round. When I do, stack of papers will appear on the left. If I select them, I will be given the choice of 2 research paths I can follow. Each route will state what knowledge it will grant, divided between 1 or more research categories. Some of the choices will require items. Items marked with a golden exclamation point will be consumed if the card is chosen. It says my progress in research categories is shown as a percentage, 100%. Completion represents 1 full theory. Getting less than 100% in a category still counts and will be added to your current knowledge once you complete your research. It's possible to get more than 100% in a category. Only the highest category will get the full bonus. However, all others will lose 30% of the total. I'm not sure. Research aids says I can direct my research with the use of aids. I can use certain nearby blocks and items and curios during the research process. For example, having access to a bookshelf will give me reference material that we can use during this process. So there's different stuff that we can use to make this go a little easier. Now, we're just going to more or less do one right quick just to do it. To see if we can do it. We may not have even enough paper in order to do this today. I don't have any kind of paper. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Throw some paper in there. Create a theory. Says you perform some random experience to see if something could be discovered. You gain 10 to 25 progress in a completely random category. No idea what that did. Says you take a step back and reassess. I think we'll go with this one. Reject Gallimancy findings. You come to realization that Gallimancy is not vital to your current research. You will not gain any more progress or draw any cards related to it. I guess we're going to go with that. Oh. See, we don't want to do rethinking. A moment of revelation shows you the common links between all you've been studying. Your total progress is split evenly amongst all currently revealed invalid categories. An additional category will gain the full completion upon that. So as you carefully ponder all you considered, we'll go with ponder. And that's all I've got. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's open up our Thaumanomicon and let's see if we actually unlocked anything. It says, I've noticed a link between the phases of the moon and the speed at which the ore replenishes itself. I should investigate this phenomena further. A few minor tweaks to my thermometer should enable it to take measurements from objects in the sky. I should remember to carry some paper and scribing tools with me so I can take notes. Measuring the same body or quadrant of the sky more than once a day will not give me new insights. I need to study them over time. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. It says, I have noticed a link. I said, minor tweaks. Okay, that's just kind of what we just looked at there. So that's more or less how we get into that. Alchemy is next. Observation, fundamentals. I don't know. We don't have enough to do that just yet. So I've got to work on getting a paper farm together before we can do all of this. So we're kind of more or less where we are at as far as we can go. So yeah, that's it. Matter of fact, it wasn't even close to what we were going to do today. But I got sidetracked. I told you, I love Thaumcraft. So we got started. I'm going to... I have a question. Before we do this, can we plant these? I could have swore I seen somewhere along the way that we could do that. Doesn't look like it. At least not yet. But I've got some work to do outside of power now, so that is kind of where we are. We got started with Thaumcraft. I don't know if we're going to finish it next episode or not. Like I said, I've got to get some paper going, so that's kind of where we're going to leave it. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.